Good morning. Where will we start? We'll start by me reminding you that we live in a paradoxical universe. So bear that in mind. The next thing I'll say is, Kane from Ecology was saying something yesterday, two of his posts that stuck in my mind. And I was going to comment on them, but you know what? I just said to myself, no, this is where I'll say my piece. Um, First of all, people want to be loved, people want to be valued, people want to be understood. Well, here's a news bulletin for you. The universe doesn't give a fuck what you want. Nature doesn't give a fuck what you want. It doesn't give a fuck what you want. And it often says to me, we don't give a fuck what you want. It doesn't matter what you want. Who gives a fuck what you want? And this has been said to me several times. So basically, we're back again to align your opinions with the transformations of the universe. But this is the purpose of philosophy. Because how can you align your opinions with the transformations of the universe if you don't understand nature, if you don't understand the universe? So basically this is the purpose of philosophy. It teaches you how to think. It teaches you how to think differently, how to think for yourself. And then it teaches you how to think like the universe. Because as Einstein said, seeing as we want to quote Einstein, this has been quite popular lately, quoting Einstein. Well, I'll quote Einstein. We can't fix our problems with the same thinking that caused them. So you can think about that. Now, the next thing, people want to be valued, people want to be loved, people want to be, understood. Well, I, for one, don't want your love, so fuck you all. I don't need your validation, so fuck you all. And I most certainly couldn't give two fucks about being understood. If I did, I'd speak plainly and concisely in a professional manner, similar to, well, as others, as others do. So that'll just let you know where I stand in that regard. Now, what was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Yes, his next post. I wanted to talk about his next post. What was that? Serve others. Serve others. Yes. Serve others. Care for others. Work for others. Serve others. Lick everybody else's arse. Serve others. Care for others. Work for others. What is it? How did he put? Yeah, live for others. Basically, is the moral of the story here. Live for others. Do you know where that was very prominent, where that was drilled into us? I used to be in a lot of business groups. And their idea of business is to identify somebody else's pain and resolve it, and that's where the money is. And solving other people's problems, that's where the money is. And caring for others, that's where the money is. You know what I mean? Basically, people want to be valued, people want to be understood, people want to be loved. That's where the money is. So you identify somebody else's needs and wants, and you satisfy these desires, and that's where the money is. Now, that also means that if you're satisfying their needs, their desires, you control them because they're so insecure that by satisfying these needs, these desires, this is how people get enslaved by their desires. And this is how people end up enslaving you. You need a house, well, here's a loan. You need a car, oh, here's a loan. Oh, you definitely need a new car. You need another loan. So this is how people become enslaved, by satisfying their desires and by accommodating their desires. Or even for example, you need love. I love you, yes. But of course, there's certain sanctions and preconditions that come with this love. But of course, once you agree to that, all's good, yeah? All's good. I love you, all right. But you have to conform with my expectations and my sanctions and my conditions. Basically, you can't talk to anybody else. You're hardly wearing that. You can't wear that. You can't go in that. That's another sanction. What else? Why didn't you answer your phone? When I ring your phone, you answer your phone. These are preconditions of my love. Do you understand? So people satisfy these needs and then they control you. So you sacrifice your freedom. And then I was trying to pick a song for today. And I was going to pick this song, If it makes you happy, why are you so sad? Now there's a good fucking question. If it makes you happy, why are you so sad? So we've all these people telling you what good character is and how to behave and how to everything else and how to alleviate your misery. And all they're doing is compounding your misery. And why are they compounding your misery? Because they don't teach you to think for yourself. They think for you. And they tell you how to behave. And they tell you how to make adjustments to your character that are not in accordance with your nature. Now, so, first of all, I would suggest, to give you my tuppence worth, the first fundamental question ought to be, the only way, as I said yesterday, I can't fix you, nobody else can save you, nobody can save you, and nobody's coming to save you. But what I can do is I can do my fucking role. I can give back some, because this is my role, this is my duty. I get up in the morning, I couldn't give a fuck for your money, but I do my work, I do my duty to nature. Basically, the universe tells me, get the fuck out of bed and do your work. and I could roll up in the blanket, but no, a bee does what a bee does, an ant does what an ant does. I get out of my bed and I do my work, I do my duty to nature, I do what I'm created to do. So, I'll do my role. As Plato said, the old and the young are taught falsehoods in school, and then anybody who tells them the truth is not going to be liked. He's going to be judged as a fool and insane. And that's perfectly okay, because I couldn't give a fuck for your perception, so you can perceive me like that all you want. Or you can actually listen, or you can judge, or you can actually listen and see if there's any value in what I'm saying. But this is up to you, or you can pay somebody. It's up to you what value you decide to put on it. Of course, maybe everything has a monetary value, so unless you give me 500 quid, this is bullshit. But anyway, but I'll just do my role. So basically, if you want to change, first of all, there has to be a commitment to change. And first thing of all, do you want to change? Well, the fundamental question ought to be, before you answer that question, do I want to change? The fundamental question ought to be, why am I suffering? Why am I suffering? Now, you could listen to everybody else and they'll compound your suffering, take your money and compound your suffering. Or you could actually start listening to yourself, to your soul. You could actually start listening to it. And the best way people change is alchemy. Now, the viewing is restricted to these videos, and it doesn't bother me in the least, because who's ever supposed to see them will see them. It's like a thought, as I say, it's like a thought. And you can reject it, refuse it, do what you like, or you can cling to it and act on it. This is, if you understand my concept of mind, this video is a thought. I'm a thought. To you, I'm a thought. A thought, yes, thought is truth. Yeah. So basically, if you ask the fundamental question, why am I suffering? And then you seek to understand and be brutally honest with yourself. Why am I suffering? And then don't reject truths when you hear truths and swap them for things that you'd rather hear. Like I'll love you, I'll value you, I'll fucking seek to understand you. But you have to pay me, or you have to, as I say, abide by my sanctions and controls. But anyway, I'll give it to you here for free. So if you ask yourself, why am I suffering? You can start to ask yourself about your character, and basically look at your character. I spent the last few days thinking about character, and all the different characters, and really the best way people change is alchemy. And I kept, I don't want to call anybody horrible cunts anymore, because I'm trying to commit to changing that. So I won't call them horrible cunts. We'll call them, as the universe said, interesting. Or we'll call them meddling, interfering, insecure, anxious, depressed, aggressive. And For the last few years, I have met all these people all day, every day, and I didn't judge them. I didn't call them horrible cunts, well, except for the odd one. But that's just a paraphrase, you know what I mean? I did seek to understand them, and did seek to understand what made them horrible cunts, because this is where the philosophy comes from. And this is how I've spent my time for the last few years, seeking to understand these people and what made them the way they are. And then this came with mutual benefit, because the best way you can learn is alchemy. I talk to them, I drink with them, I party with them, we laugh, we joke, we talk, we walk, and some change. Like, you could ask what makes people beautiful, it's their soul. And I can remember, a handful of girls like that. I always said, I refuse to let life harden me. No matter what adversity happened to me in life, I refuse to let life harden me. I refuse to let life harden me. But not everybody does that. And one of my favourite books in the Bible is the book of Job. Because in the book of Job, he just constantly sought to understand. He just wanted to understand. He didn't get angry. He didn't get upset. He didn't take a victim mentality. He just wanted to understand. Why has this happened to me? Why am I inflicted with these sores? He just wanted to understand. And he brought people around him and says, well, have you behaved this way? Have you behaved that way? Is it a consequence of this action? Is it a consequence of that action? He says, no, I haven't done any of that. No, I haven't done any of that. But if you seek to understand, you will understand. If you just stay seeking to understand, the universe will teach you, but you just have to stay seeking to understand. And that means not getting angry, not getting bitter. Just seek to understand. But this takes a lot of introspection and a lot of alchemy. Because when you meet people, the universe will teach you. But you meet people like me who will teach you about about nature and about life and about possible perspectives that change your current perceptions in life. And when I used to sit and party and drink with these women, they changed. And people used to say to me, for example, about one girl in particular, you say, why do you spend so much time with this girl? Do you realise that if you spill a drink on her, she'll ruin your life? I say, no, I don't see that. I used to say, I can see things in these people that no one else can see. I used to be able to see their soul. And how they were in this world was very different to their soul. But when they actually learned to align with their soul, I'm telling you, they were beautiful souls, like beautiful people, and then there was others who just didn't change. They were just toxic bastards. And what is a toxic person? Well, if I used to say that the best thing to do is, if you see someone drowning, throw them a life ring, because if you swing out to try and save them, the only thing they'll do is drown you as well. And that's what toxic people are. They've absolutely no interest in changing, but they want to make you miserable. They want to pull you down and smother you and drown you in their misery and they'll do everything to make you fucking miserable. They will attack you and try to make you miserable, like a drug addict that just wants to make you so miserable, because they want to possess you. My precious, like Gollum, and they look like Gollum, because they're so toxic that they just want to bring you down. And the reason that they look like Gollum is because they're so fucking toxic, but they just want to drag you down and immerse you, smother you in there, put your head in the toilet and make you so miserable as them, and then they can own you and possess you. And then people who were miserable but didn't want to ask themselves, why are they miserable? No, they just want to dominate you, they just want to possess you, they just want to keep their energy all to themselves and harness it for their own selfish intent. This is just nature. And you have to seek to understand these people, but at the same time you have to protect yourself and you have to get away from these people, because you can spend so much time with them. Like as Nietzsche said, one has to be like a sea. He has to be able to absorb a polluted river without getting defiled. And yes, I can do this, but only but often I used to say, why are you putting this monkey on my back? Why are you putting this monkey on my back? It puts these monkeys on my back for mutual benefit, for me to learn and for them to change. But then when I have my learning done and I finally understood them and they refuse to change, their opportunity for change is over. they've been given an opportunity. Because let me tell you, nature gives us loads of opportunities. It gives us opportunities to progress, to evolve, to grow in business, to grow personally. But you can just fuck these opportunities off. But this is down to you. Good morning.